Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and this is going to be Open Mic Live. This is obviously a special Christmas edition, and I have a few special guests, and we're going to have a good time tonight. So I can't wait to get started. But first, as always, a word from our sponsors.
InDigital is on a mission to improve the 911 industry. Our goal is to create something better to go above and beyond the current standards. Our passion for creating the most advanced, well-designed solutions led to our position as an industry leader in next-gen core services. For the millions of calls processed over our emergency IP networks, to our Text for 911 solution, Texty, to our disaster recovery and backup solution, Mevo, it's easy to see we love what we do. For more information, check us out at www.indigital.net.
Rapid Deploy believes that every public safety agency, regardless of size, should have access to the data they need when it matters most. That's why since 2016, our mission has been to reduce emergency response times and improve public safety. We are the industry's only integrated emergency response platform. Our web-based cloud platform includes analytics, mapping, dispatch, and mobile apps, purpose-built for 911 in the 21st century. Visit www.rapiddeploy.com to learn how we enable effective, efficient, data-driven emergency response.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. Hey, what is going on? Once again, this is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and this is going to be Open Mic Live, a special Christmas edition, and it's Wednesday. Usually, this is on Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, here on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter, but I wanted to go a day early. I wanted to do a little more and start this out because otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it tomorrow, because it's Christmas Eve. So here we are for Open Mic. If you have any of your funny 911 stories, please make sure to throw them in the comments. And, if you do you have an ugly sweater on? Are you wearing one? I am. I'm going to see if I can do this without screwing up my screen back here. But let me jump up here really quick to show you mine. Yeah. I just noticed that part was blue. Like you could, or I mean, it's green, but because of this, and of course, because of green screen, it went through. So, it still looked all right. It still looked good. So we are jumping in here, and let's see. We got people that are jumping in as well in the comments. I have some guests that I'm going to be bringing on here in just one moment. As always, Open Mic Live is sponsored by InDigital as well as Rapid Deploy. A big shout out to patrons. Thank you so much for everything. And roll call. Where are you watching from? What are you watching on? As well as what is your number? It is, I almost said Thursday. It's Wednesday. And we are here. We're halfway through the week, but we're going into Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. How are you feeling? How are you doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, of course, being shitty, and 10, awesome. How are you feeling? How are you feeling today? throw that in the comments. I'm going through here right now, looking at something as well. We got somebody here that says, Ricardo, please tell me you have the tape of the deputy that had an open mic while having sex on duty. It happened 2 days ago. Nope. I do not have that, but I did see something. I saw that somebody had posted in another page about it, saying that it wasn't that person's best moments. So performance must not have been great. I'm sorry. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so we got some people that are jumping in right now. So south of Chicago. All right. We got Chino. Charleston, South Carolina. Brittany, what is going on? You're at a 4. Okay, I am hoping that we're able to bring that number up, as well as others that are, lower numbers. We're going to do our best to get that up there. I see Chelsea out of Idaho. She says behind the console, hitting in at a 4. Damn. Okay. And she says, so glad this is going on tonight. Good. Again, lower numbers. We'll see if we can get that number higher by the time we are done with this. Again, we're going to be sharing some stories here, and it looks like Pamela has posted the TMZ. It's a video. It says Naughty Cops version 2. I don't think I'm going to play it, but it looks like it's there. And actually, I can't even click on the link, but it's in the comments. So if any of you want to check out, the holiday bump and grind, you can check it out there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have my guests come on. I'm going to pull their screens back up here. Actually, really quick, I've posted episode 358. That was with Senator Kagan. An excellent episode. Make sure to check that one out. Episode 359 comes out on Friday, and 360 comes out next week. And there are episode after episode that are coming up week after week. They're already there and done, and more that are coming up. And it has been excellent. So look out for that. Also, Be the Difference Conference 2021 is going to be coming up. That is by the Denise Amberly Foundation, powered by Within the Trenches Media. And if you have not registered yet, let me throw the link right in here. Make sure to go and register if you cannot attend live. And also, it's free. But if you cannot attend live, make sure to register either way, because you can go back and watch it as many times you want on demand on your time. So make sure to check that out. Once again, it's the Be the Difference Conference 2021, hosted and put on by the Denise Amberly Foundation, but powered by Within the Trenches Media. So thank you all very much. Make sure to check that out. Imagine Listening round number 2 happened on Monday, and it was a success. It was excellent. And we've got round 3 coming up next month, and that'll be on the 11th. So look out for all of that. And let's see. Brittany has a hashtag up here already. Hashtag bump and grind. Or hashtag holiday bump and grind. Very nice. We got that up there as well. Okay, here we go. So my first guess, I'm going to go ahead and bring their screen up. All right. Hey.
Hello. Hi.
How's it going?
Good. It's warm in Florida.
I know. What the hell? What? Okay, hold on. Before I ask you this question, for everyone who is watching right now, you met my sisters last week. We did open mic live, and we were doing different things. So they are back, but now I'm not there with them. I'm back home. They're there, and yeah, we all have our ugly sweaters on. Really quick. Let's see. Very nice. All right. Yes. And oh, hold on a minute. So before we bring our next guest up, so Michelle here says, okay, back from listening to that video. Oh my. Oh. Okay. So it must have been pretty hardcore, man. Just all right. All right. So next up, and I can see him down in the virtual green room, and he's just like, just sitting there. It's kind of funny. So our next guest for tonight is our brother Fernando, or Nando. He's got up there as Nando. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
So we've got all the siblings here. Yeah. So this is the good thing because so I've had the twins, as all of you know who are watching and listening, had the twins on here before, and I've only spoken. We've only talked about Nando here. So here he is. This is the reveal. And dude, there have been a lot of people in the comments who have said, "Where's your brother? How come your brother hasn't been on? Where is he at?" And here we are.
Yeah, I was going to say most likely working, probably.
See, here it is right here. Let me put this up. Dawn says, "We finally get to meet Nando." And Glenna says, "What's on his head?" So what is it? What's the hat that you have on?
It's a hat.
It's a Moogle.
It's a Moogle hat. Yeah.
It's a Moogle. So I mean, and this is, I mean, it's Final Fantasy, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for those who are watching, if you have not ever played Final Fantasy, the originals on Nintendo, even the newer ones or whatever, this is from that. There's some characters on there, and that's the top. That's the top of their head. Hey, Artia Cruz is on here. What's going on? See, so people are like, "What's a Moogle?"
Yeah. Everybody had a festive hat, and I was like, I don't have any hats. You know, I have this one.
I mean, we're wearing hats. It's more like you're wearing the scalp of
Of a creature.
That's actually true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So as we're here, what we're going to end up doing for all those who are watching and listening, and those who go back and watch this, what we're going to be doing is we're going to talk about well, I mean, a lot of Christmas stuff. We're going to be talking about some of our memories. And one of the things that I want for all of you to do who are watching, I want you to share some of your favorite Christmas memories as well. And if they're funny ones, please throw them in there. But of course, as always, we're going to be talking about the funny shit that happens in 911. Before we get to those, I want to show a couple of pictures here. And I want to make sure that I'm pretty sure it's good to go. But let me stop the screen share on this first, and then I'm going to add this picture here. So this picture comes from friend of the show, past guest, and his name is James. So I'm going to go ahead and share this. This is Jim. So this was the stipulation. If I asked him if I could show the one picture that he had sent in, he's like, only if you show this one first. So here it is. This is Jim with a mask on and everything too, all festive and stuff. So I'm going to bring this down, and then I'm going to show James on here, and then so let me stop that. I want to make sure I've got it up over here and share the screen. So there's James. What's up, brother? That is awesome. Thank you so much, dude, for sending that in and allowing me to share that. That is awesome. Merry Christmas to you. And so I'm going to pull that off of here. I've got one more. And before I get to that one here, so people are asking for mom. Yeah, Dawn says, "Y Gloria, ¿dónde está?" Oh, damn, look at that. She's off to the side. She's off to the side there, it looks like. And then, okay, we got one more here. And, oh, we got stories that are coming out here already. Okay, let me show this really quick, and then we'll jump into these stories. So this here is my homegirl, Sarah. She's got her ugly sweater on, Penn State. Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for sending that over. And a lot of awesome stuff happening with 911 Wonder Women. You don't want to miss out on it when all that comes up. So again, thank you for sending that in. And because the both of you sent in pictures of you wearing ugly sweaters, I'm going to be sending the both of you each an official I Am 911 patch. So look out for that. Merry Christmas. Woo! All right. So let's get started here. So Dawn has on here, she says, I was little, and one Christmas at my grandmother's house, she was getting dinner on the table, and she dropped the whole pan of biscuits in the trash. Oh
Oh,
no. She hollers, Dios mío. And then, oh, no way. And then picks them out of the trash and put them on the table. I didn't eat any that year. I mean, you don't waste food, right? I'm trying to think. What do you think our granny would have done? You think she
I
would've-
mean, if it had fallen right on top,
she probably would have taken
she would
it
have
out of the
taken them
trash.
out and been like, they're fine. Están bien.
yeah,
Tan buenos, cómelos.
yeah. It's like, just go ahead and eat them. They're all right.
Yeah.
Just and you know what? That was probably definitely would have happened, because one of the things that I remember is if we would drop something, she would pick it up right away and she would just go, "Cómetelo." Go ahead and eat it. Oh man, you know,
She would have said it was a sin to
Th-
throw
yeah.
it away.
right, yeah, just to throw it away and stuff. And I think about it now, I still do that same thing. I'll drop something on the floor and I'll just get it. And that's all right.
It
And then-
blows the dust off.
Yeah, and just eat whatever it is that's there. See, Don says, same. What's with the blowing thing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess, like you said, Nando, it's like you're blowing off the dust or any speckles of earth.
It's just in your head. You think that you're making it clean by blowing on it, but you're not.
Yeah, exactly. It's not happening at all. Let's see. Don says, we used to kiss it up to God when we were kids. Like when you dropped it, like. Oh man, let's see. Carla here says, but not on the 911 floor. That's nasty.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I've been in a lot of those places sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I've crawled under those places, we'll say.
And I can only imagine the things that you've seen. So for everyone who is watching right now, my brother and I used to work together at the last place I was at, over at InDigital, and in the beginning he was traveling around doing a lot of tech work, setting things up, working on the network and everything. So also running a lot of cables. So when he says that he's gone underneath and has seen things that you probably have not seen at all, he has seen it. I mean, there's probably people under there. They're like, hey, what's going on?
That are things that you haven't seen in like years, probably.
Oh.
But they're there.
That's nasty, man. Mom is on. Mom's in the comments. It's funny that you guys are waving into the camera, and she's what, to your right?
Yeah, she's a well.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see. James says, love the Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper? Grim Reaper Santa Claus. My old partner would want one to match his tattoo. Show it, dude. Let's
Thanks.
see.
I don't know if I can, because it gets a little more brutal than that.
Oh, okay. Just leave it at that then.
But there's a Grim Reaper. Check it out.
There you go.
I think that's pretty good.
Oh, that is funny. Let's see. Carla comes up here and says, I used to clean under the consoles until I found toenails.
Oh, God.
Gross.
Oh, oh, yeah, that's pretty nasty. That's one of the things that whenever we have Tanya Lee, who's the manager over at Evans Care, whenever we have her on, that's one of the things that we end up talking about a lot, is the fact that people find a lot of fingernails and toenails in the keyboards. And
Oh, toenails.
yeah, see, you don't understand it either, because so I think about it, and of course the keyboards at the dispatch centers are like they're not as thin as this. Like the buttons are a lot thicker, so there's crevices and such that things can fall in there. But that's what I don't get. I don't get the toenails part of it. Like, are you're seriously sitting up there with your your hooves on and you're just click, and they're just falling in the keyboard, and you're like, "We all right." And then you start typing, and then the next person who comes in, they can't hit a letter, and they're like, "I wonder why." And then it's because, it smells like Fritos because there's because there's toenails in there. Oh man. Oh geez. So a friend of the show, his name's Tim. He says, "Beautiful family, Gloria. Thank you so much." As I'm talking about toenails. Oh man. Let's see. Camellia here says, "Your hooves, haha." No grooming at the console, please. Gross. Yeah. So that's I guess I don't get it. I don't understand. Let's see. In quotes here, she says, "Pay no attention to the clippings. It was a slow night." Oh man, yeah, no, that is G-roast, not just gross. G-roast, yeah, the things that you find in keyboards. That's what people are saying here in the comments. James says an entire slice of pizza could be found in a keyboard.
I believe it.
It's possible. I mean, there was one time that I remember going into the center, and I had my keyboard, and I turned it over because there were a couple letters that I couldn't. Oh God!
Get to go down.
Yeah, right. Yeah, every time I went to hit the letter, I had to press harder every time, and you could hear the like the crunch. And I flip it and go click click click, and I swear it was, dude, it had to have been like those small 50-cent bags of chips, like that size. Like all of these crumbs fell out. And I'm like, for real, man? Like, I ended up getting a different keyboard. We had a bunch of extra ones, but man, that was horrible. Let's see. Dawn says, "I don't even want to hear a nail clipper in the workplace."
Yeah.
No, man. You need that shit outside.
Yeah. If you get there early, just sit in your car and do it. Do it in your
That's nasty. I don't even want to clip my nails at home, let alone in public. Like,
Oh, are you all like dragon nailed out or something?
no, I clip them, but like, I either clip my nails over a trash can or like I'll put a little towel down and clip them. So I don't want clippings all over the floor. That's nasty.
I mean, yeah, okay.
You get stuck to everything, and you end up
Yeah.
stepping on them days later. It's gross.
Oh, yeah,
Nothing worse than sitting on someone's carpet and there being a toenail there. It's like, oh.
that is pretty gross.
Yeah.
We got someone here that says it's snowing in the center when you flip those puppies.
Ew.
Oh man. Yeah. There's some things that I definitely miss about Dispatch, and there are other things that I guess that's one of the things that I don't. Let's see, Brittany says, "Thank goodness we have waterproof keyboards and wash them." Yes, for sure. Camellia says, "So do you carry a specific nail clipping towel?"
Actually, I do. I have a makeup towel.
Oh. All right. Well, there you go. There.
It has Belle on it from Beauty and the Beast.
Aw. Let's see. Lisa here says, "It's bad enough we have to clean up after the previous shift, let alone find out what they've had to eat, etc." Yeah. Especially if you find like a fork with some food on it underneath that keyboard. Oof. Yeah. And then you get to find them out. So there was a story actually that was sent in. I'm gonna jump to that really quick. So somebody sent one in on Instagram, and it says that they were not going to be able to be on the show because they actually had to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to go into work. And it says, "But I want to share my funny slip up I had the other day. Would you mind relaying it to your viewers? Here goes. The other day, I had a first-party caller complaining of high blood pressure. I opened up our ProQA app to start triaging her. I went in to type her chief complaint at the top while asking her age. Apparently, I'm not as good at multitasking as I thought I was because my question came out as, 'How high are you?'" And she says, all she said was, "Beg your pardon." I immediately corrected myself, but my coworker heard me and started laughing her ass off. My supervisor heard it and laughed along with her. I mean, I'm in Colorado, so still a valid question, right? Oh man. Yep. Those are the good ones right there. Those are the ones that after you've said something, you can't really back off. Like you you have to just go. Yeah, you just have to go through it and continue going. People calling about different problems that they're having, or especially when you're on a phone call and they tell you that they're going to set the phone down. And this could be an argument or whatever that's going on. And, everything is fine. It's just verbal. One party's on the other side of the house. Everything is fine. But the person happens to be in the bathroom, and the only way you find that out is when you hear them start going. Yeah. And then there's nothing you can do. I mean, you can't just be like, come on, can you like mute your phone? Or I didn't hear you wash your hands.
Gross.
Ew.
Well, I mean, there's nothing you can do. You just have to you just got to take it. One of our cousins is on here. Lisa, hello. And let me see. So we got one in here that says, so we had a little boy call because someone stole his Santa Claus decoration off the front lawn. We put an APB out for county radio, and then the patrol squad returned with a new one. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, well done, dude. See, those are good stories. That's a good one. Let's see. Brittany says, I once said blue phone and speaker tooth. Oh man. I mean, there's more to it, so I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Okay, I'll start again. I once said blue phone and speaker tooth. Didn't notice the mix up until coworkers died laughing at me, and then I kept messing it up the rest of the shift. It was a long 12 hours.
Oh my God.
That sucks right there. Yeah. I mean,
When you tell yourself to stop saying it and you keep thinking it, so you keep saying it.
yeah, over and over. I've done that with people's names and such, especially if it was somebody new, and I would be telling myself, don't say it that way. Don't say it that way. Like there was a guy that I used to work with. His first name was Tim, but I always called him Jim because like from The Office, he would always make one of those faces like like as if he was looking into the camera or something. But I would ask him a question and he would make that face. So I started calling him that. And then every time it was that. And I got so used to it that when someone actually called him by his real name, I looked over at him and I was like, that is your real name, isn't it? And he goes, yeah, dude, you just keep calling me the other name because that's how it started. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. But this one right here, this is a good one. I like this. If you have any more funny stories, please throw them in the comments. I want to read them, get some reactions from my siblings here. This is one of the things that, especially when I was working in dispatch, I would talk to them about the job sometimes. Sometimes it would be some of the crazier calls, but then I would, talk about the funny ones and we would just laugh and laugh. And I don't know. I think a couple of times you guys asked me, it's like, how do you do that? Like, how is it that you just do it all day for 12 hours? And I think a lot of it that helped was the fact that funny calls like this would come in and break up the chaos that is 911. So it was always good to have that split in there of these funny calls. Otherwise, I don't know. Now, for you, Nando, what are some of the things that I guess what have you gotten out of it? What are some of the things that you've heard and such? Because you were traveling to a bunch of different dispatch centers. What was that like for you, walking in there and hearing, a lot of that chaos that was going on, and then, maybe even kind of thinking back to when I would have conversations with you about, different calls that I took.
Well,
As I put you on
all I can really say is that I've heard a lot of crazy things. I've heard a lot of funny things too, but I've heard a lot of pretty intense situations while I'm, working on specific things. And yeah, unfortunately, I can't really talk about them. Hooray!
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
It's just your reaction.
I
to
am bound by the law. If there's anybody out there who knows who I am, you would probably know that. So yeah, I've just heard a lot of crazy things going in and out of PSAS, but a lot of funny things too. So it has been an experience, that's for sure.
Right, and that's what I was wondering on how that experience has been, just because I know what it was like for me walking in and hearing the chaos, and by that time being used to it and thinking, all right, here we go. It's going to go to hell. Like, it's already gone to hell, and I'm going to be jumping on and taking these calls. But then, you going in there and actually, doing something different where, you're working on, the network part of it and those calls that are coming in, and some of that stuff depends on you as well, being there to help everyone. But going in and just hearing the calls over and over and over, and it's got to be like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to me to see people get engaged and go from 1 minute everyone's joking around or doing whatever, and then call comes in and everyone's all engines firing at one time, getting everything going and getting everything taken care of. It's just crazy, and it's like a light switch, and then after it's done, and everybody goes on to the next thing, and it's a crazy thing to see for sure.
I can concur fully. There would be a lot of times when we would be there and we would be laughing and joking, and like you said, just a switch as soon as a call come in, and you can hear someone typing real hard and fast, and you knew that as soon as somebody was typing hard and fast like that, something crazy was going on. And then everyone is, I'm not going to say the word because there's some of you who are in dispatch right now, and the last time I said that word during an open mic, someone had an armed robbery. So I am not going to say that specific word, but I'll just say everyone jumped into mode and was working like a well-oiled machine. Like, you would never know that we were just busting up about something else because we were all kicking ass and taking names, working things out. So let me jump back in here really quick to the comments. So we got one here that says, not radio related, but went to a church Christmas party last night. Pastor thought it would be fun to play spoons. One round, it was him and one of the kids' ministry volunteers going for the last spoon, and he got it. He looked in right in the face and yelled, MFer. Only she said it. To the pastor.
Oh, man.
I thought I was hearing things until I saw a pastor rolling on the floor. Okay, hold on. Like, rolling on the floor laughing, or was he in shock and he was rolling on the floor? I'll let you to respond to that one, Don. That's pretty funny. Oh man, to a pastor? Oh well. What can you do? I mean, it was in the heat of the moment. They were playing and the person said it. Don says he was dying laughing. He was dying laughing. I didn't mean to throw that pause in there. He was dying laughing. Well, good. I'm glad he got a chuckle out of it. That is good. So we got another one here that says we had a trooper named Jake, and we all called him Jake from State Farm. One day during an incident, one of the training officers told her trainee, will you call Jake from State Farm and let him know, blah, blah, blah. After a few minutes, the trainee yelled out, I found State Farm in our Rolodex, but there's no Jake. Oh, man. Whoops. That's funny. And that happens. Happens probably anywhere in any job. You've got someone who is training and you're telling them something that is an inside joke to everyone else, but they're going to straight up go and look for it, especially if it's something that they don't know or they haven't heard. I'll give you an example. When I was working in dispatch there in Allegan, there was a term that was used for the police department that I had never heard before, and it was the cop shop. And the person called and he said, I need an officer to come over here and meet with me. I need to talk to him here at the cop shop. And it was saying it fast, the cop shop. And I said, I'm not sure, where are you? Can you give me an address? And he goes, man, I don't know what the address is. I just need you to send him over here to the cop shop. How do you not know where the cop shop is? And I am sweating. That's how nervous I was. I was sweating because I didn't know the place that the person was talking about. And I said, okay, hold on just one moment. And this was a non-emergency line. It wasn't 911 or anything. So I was able to put him on hold. So I put him on hold, and I started looking in our in-house computer, which is basically our database. You can type in a name, and if something is similar, it'll pop up on the screen. So I'm looking for something that sounds similar to what this person is saying, and there's nothing there, and I can't find it. So I'm yelling out to everyone in the room, do you guys know what the cop shop is? Is this a new restaurant or something? And as Camellia down here says, dude, all the townies here still call it the cop shop. And that's what it was, the cop shop, the COP space SHOP, the cop shop. But the person was saying it so fast, and I was at that point so nervous because I didn't know what it was.
I can't understand them, but I don't know what they're saying.
Right. Yeah. I definitely searched in the database in our in-house computer looking for the cop shop. Nobody could tell me what it was. No one in there. And I think they were messing with me because they were kind of chuckling too. So then I asked the person, I got back on the line and I asked the person, is this like a restaurant? Is this a place of business that you're at? And he goes, I'm right across from the courthouse, where people go to jail. And I said, oh, you're at the sheriff's department? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm at the sheriff's department, the cop shop. And I said, oh, the cop shop. All right, man. He's like, geez.
Somebody tell the new guy.
Yeah, for real, man. The guy was pissed off at me, and for good reason, I guess. He had been holding for a little while there, and I had no idea what the F that person was talking about. Luckily, figured it out. My own embarrassment. It's okay. Let's see. I got one in here that says, I took one last night where the girl said she was being put back together by the cannibals. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
What? Let me hold on. Okay. I'm looking down at the down further in the comments, and it says extreme psychiatric. It sounds like it. That would be an interesting one to take there. You got that come in. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I don't know where to go with that one. That is that's an interesting one for real.
I didn't even know what to say.
I know, right? We're like, all right,
okay.
I mean, are you? Do they have you back together? Like, is that how you're calling me now? Oh shit. Let's see. People are giving me shit in here because I searched cop shop. Yep, I did. Mom has even got emojis in here where she's laughing. Thanks, Mom. Love you too. Oh, that's great. Let's see. We got one in here that says, I was a brand new supervisor working third shift. Late in the shift, I decided I would turn on the TV and let everyone watch The Christmas Story. One of the dispatchers ended up having an open mic on the radio. The dispatcher was laughing and singing Deck the Halls during the scene where they are in the Chinese restaurant Fa ra ra. Oh man. Okay, so Brian, since you're the one who shared that one there, um, did that go out to everyone? Like, did it go out to all of the law enforcement channels, or did it go to like fire and EMS as well? Like we had, um, the different channels. We had our main law enforcement, and then of course we had our fire and EMS on different ones. So if we would key up and we were on that main radio, it was just every police agency would hear it, and there would be times where we couldn't shut it off. So on the keyboard, there was this big red button, and we would press on it, to talk. We also had a pedal, and we started wising up a bit and just using the pedal because that one would not stick. But sometimes we would hit the button, say what we had to say, and let go. And on the screen, you would be able to see where it was red, and so that meant it was still transmitting. So we would be like hitting the button so hard, and I remember hitting that button and swearing because I was hitting it. I was thinking that it was covering everything that I was saying, which it wasn't. But um that was one of those things where we're doing that over and over and over, and an officer would come up afterward and say, Central, is everything okay there? We're like, yes, damn it. It is okay. These damn buttons. Let's see. Brian says it was law enforcement channels. Officer came on and said that was some mighty fine singing. Oh man, that is great. Oh, that is awesome. Please keep your stories coming. Also, along with that, any of your, funny Christmas memories, throw them in here as well, and we'll read through those because we have one that we want to share with you, and we'll we'll get to that one here in a moment. And our mom is watching, so this has to do heavily with her too. So this should be good. So let's see. We got one here that says, "My last open mic, I said I don't care if it's ugly. It would what." Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me read it. Let me read it again. It says, "My last open mic, I said I don't care if it's ugly. It would make me hot. I was talking about shopping for an electric blanket." And your mic was open during that time? Oh no. Yeah. That would be funny to hear, especially if an officer's on a traffic stop or something, and that's what they hear come over. Like they're talking to the person, and they're like, "All right, just slow down." Somebody's giving a warning, and then you hear it click over, and you hear, "I don't care if it's ugly. It would make me hot." Oh man, that is funny. Carla says, "Yes, it was." Oh, that is hilarious. Let's see, Brittany says, hashtag red face Ricardo. Yes. So for Nando, I think we've talked about this before, but when doing open mic live, there's a word cloud out there right now. So a bunch of different things that are said are thrown in there with hashtags. This is one of them. Hashtag red face Ricardo. I think I don't know, there's 100 plus different words on there now. But they just keep adding up and adding up and adding up. And it's my hope that I will be able to create, just like the logo up in the upper right hand corner, the open mic, it'll be made out of all of those different hashtags. So that would be funny to be able to do that. There are some that are a little raunchy, but that's what makes it funny. Let's see. We got some other ones that are coming up. Let's see. Melissa says, them damn radios keyed up at the darndest times. All right, let me go here. Okay, so as you continue to put in your funny 911 stories and all this other stuff, I'm gonna play a short video for you. It's only about a minute or so long. I think it's not that long at all. but I want to play this because the last couple lives that I've done, and the twins and I, we talked about this last week where we were talking about this one Christmas that our dad was gone, excuse me, and it was just us and our mom and our grandmother, and there was a lot that was going on during that time. I mean, we were doing a nativity play that we were practicing for, and then our house got broken into. Well, this is in addition to what happened that Christmas. Man, there's a lot of stuff that happened during that Christmas.
Yeah, that Christmas was crazy.
Yeah. So this is one. Oh, hold on a minute. There's a comment here that says, "Please tell me this 1 minute video is not of a certain open mic." Oh, no. It's not that. No, that was already talked about earlier. I didn't play it though. It was simply talked about, and I believe someone shared a link to it. So yeah, that's not what we're talking about here. This is going to be something else. So this, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play it. I'm not even going to set it up. I'm just going to go ahead and play it. And for those who are watching, I want to see if you know, like if you can tell what it is that's going on. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and share this screen. I love this video. All right, here we go. It's a little bit choppy, but if you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, this is Christmas Eve, 1992. Oh, that was a long time ago, man. Look at me. It looks like I'm a Bulls fan, I think. I think everybody was a Bulls fan during that time. The other thing too that's interesting about this is before I play this, now a lot of you who have joined me for Open Mic Live, I have explained to you this house, this haunted house, but I've also told you the story about when I was when my mom saw me flip her off. When I was being a shit teenager, and I don't remember what the argument was about, but she turned around, and when she turned around, she it was dark. We had this big window, and I was standing right here where this mirror is. I was standing there, basically where I am right now, but just like over here a little bit, and I had flipped my mom off because I was being a dick. And my mom saw me in the reflection of that window, and I remember our eyes connecting, and just the life, like everything got sucked out of me. Like she just peering into my soul. And so, like Natalie says here, chancletazo. Yeah, for real. Mom, I love you. I'm sorry for being a shit teenager during that whatever it was that I did, that I decided to do that. Let's see. Jackie here says, "What's up, Jackie? What's going on?" She says, "My mom would have kicked the shit out of me." Okay, if you've seen pictures of our mom, she's like 5'0". I'm 5'11", and she could still, even now, I'm a grown ass man, but yeah. Oh, hold on. Our mom is on there in the comments because Richie was 11, Nando was 6, twins were 5 years old. Wait a minute. During the video, or when I did that, when I flipped you off? I don't know. God, it sounds so bad. But I got what was coming to me because, like I said, we made eye contact. She turned around and she walked up to me. Before she did that, she yelled, "What?" And I remember feeling like this big, and my stupid hand was still up, and she whipped around, came at me, and slapped the shit out of me. And I remember standing there and thinking, why did you do that? Like, why didn't you think about the fact that she could see you in the reflection of the stupid window? But I'm getting chills now thinking about the fact that I was standing right here. Oh man, it's so horrible. Okay, anyway, I had to mention that because me talking about that story and talking about the house, you can see the layout here of what it looked like. Tim says, "Go Gloria," and Jackie says, "That's a good mama." That is, she is. She's an amazing mom. We love you very much. Oh, okay. So mom was talking about in the video. This is how old we were in this video that's here. Let's see. Jackie also says, actually, my mom would have made me regret my life, and my dad would have beat my ass. Well, after I got slapped to next Friday. He did tell me, wait till your dad gets home, and I'm like, and yeah, it was always one of those things that what was it? You're not going to be able to sit for a week. Whoops. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show you this video. I'm not going to say anything. I want you to listen to it. I'm going to turn it up a little bit when I play it because I want you to hear what it is that is going on. So obviously, I'm the monster that's over here with the white shirt. Nando's on the left, and then you'll see the twins walking around here. All right, here we go.
Ivan and Mom. She's their dad and Mom. Yeah, Mom. Oh, you were supposed to get that one right now. Oh, brother. Yeah. Well, you better hold on to it. You were supposed to get that yet till tomorrow. You can hold on to that. No. Wait till tomorrow. That's a secret thing. You have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh man. Okay, so for those who are watching right now, do you get what's going on? I'm sure you do. It's quite obvious what happened. This is one of the memories that we're always going to have. This is so funny, but also I have to give props to Mom because, like I said, our excuse me, our dad was gone for a couple of months because his mom was sick, and so Mom is doing everything. She's helping sew all the costumes and stuff for this nativity play that we were doing for our family. Our house gets broken into. We're gone for like a week, and then when we come back, and this is all right before Christmas, and then we come back after a week of being gone because our uncle was putting deadbolts in the doors and everything so that it was all secure for when we went back. Then the first night that we're there, we all sleep in our granny's room, and in the middle of the night, that first night, someone tries to break into the house while we're there. So all of this shit is going on, and then it's Christmas time, and this happens. Oh man, such a good memory. I love that. And it looks like down here, let's see, Jackie says, I've done that. So she's done the same thing. Okay. See, Mom, it happens. This shit happens. Jackie says, I love how close your family is. It's so great seeing the love and support of your family. Brian says, haha, love it. Thanks for sharing. Like I said, we're always going to have this memory. We have this this is a VHS tape, right? Not a Betamax?
VHS.
VHS. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we have that. Oh, my girlfriend here, my homegirl Erica is going on here as well. She's laughing, and she says, I accidentally gave my son a Skylander one Christmas Eve before he got the actual game. That's awesome. Yeet. That is just one of those things. Oh, mom says, my bad. Oh, mom,
Poor Nando though, he got the controller and you got the system.
right.
You get player 2.
Yeah. So if you, I'm gonna put this back on here really quick. Let me pull this back up. Right there. Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute. So he's holding up a Sega Genesis controller. And it was the coolest thing. And of course, mom was like, you better give it to Rich. And you don't want to let go. And I'm like yanking on it. So again, I look like a dickhole. I just yank it from you. Like, here, take this one. I'm going to take this one. Smile into the camera. I'm like, for real? Yeah, that was, oh man. And then
it's funny. At the end of the video, you look at the camera and just look at mom, but then later on, when you're still holding the box, you look at the camera again and shake your head like, I can't believe you did that, but you're also like happy.
Okay,
I'm sure Nando would have forgotten about it later, but you were probably not able to sleep all night waiting to get it in the morning. You were like, where is it?
I know. Yeah, I remember that, man. Okay, hold on. Let me play this again, or just this last part here. See, look at him like, take this, give me that, give me that. Wow, I look like such a dork. What are those, Jinko jeans? Okay, hold on. Here it is. Oh man, that is amazing. Yeah. So I remember that next morning, waking up and us going down there and just opening everything up. The other cool thing too, though, was that we ended up getting this little TV, and because we hooked everything onto that little TV, and we immediately started playing Sonic the Hedgehog. It was so awesome. And still it was like, oh, that's what this is for. That's how that happened.
Props to mom too for all that craziness going down, and she went and hunted you down at Sega during probably the time where she was probably going to every store, Montgomery Awards or something crazy.
Oh man, you just threw out a Montgomery Ward.
Damn. The whole ass store.
Yeah, that is really dating it right there.
Well, yeah, when you used to be able to go to like what, JCPenney and buy a game console or something, like they don't sell that stuff anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That does not happen anymore. I think one of the things that she ended up saying too was that her and dad went all over the place. Like they went to Montgomery Ward, they went to Sears, Toys R Us, KB Toys, and went all over the surrounding cities to look for certain things. Because we were talking about the fact that back in the day we didn't have the internet, we didn't have anything else. You had the Sears catalog. Holy shit! Now I feel old.
The Toys R Us Christmas wish list or whatever they had, that big catalog. Yes. Nando knows, he used to work there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, they had those catalogs, and then let's see. I mean, that was, what else was there? Well, and then of course just everything on network television. All the different commercials that would be coming out. Saturday morning cartoons. I was sitting there watching cartoons and be like, oh man, look at that! Look at those Transformers and GI Joes. Like, I want this, or like that. The Sega Genesis that had come out. Sonic the Hedgehog. That was their answer to Super Mario for Nintendo. And thank you, Mom. Thank you for doing so much, especially like we said during that Christmas. What a crazy time.
They even got Nando a 2XL. That was the same year. You remember that little robot?
Was that the same year?
Yeah, that same video.
That
you get the 2XL. Yvonne said it was still like $200. It still costs like $200 now.
Yeah, just on eBay now.
On eBay.
Just because of the nostalgia.
I guess so, yeah.
Oof. Let's see. We got one here. Jackie says, but that's how you have to do it, or the one with the system won't let the others play.
Oh yeah, that was always Rich. We were like,
Yeah.
die so we can
Yeah,
play.
guys, we can play and Rich would never die. He'd just
I'm
keep
sorry
getting
that I
more
was good
lives.
at video games or something. But also with those, with the Nintendo games, you always had to blow on them. Like,
Lick the
Or lick
inside a
it.
little bit.
oh, I don't think I ever did that. Nando and I would put games in the freezer when they were hot. We would
Oh
put them in
my
the freezer to cool them down, and then let them sit for a little bit, and then put the game in, and that would work. Thank you, Mom. That was
Yvonne looked up a trick for the Nintendo 64. You have to turn it upside down.
what?
Yeah, if you turn it upside down, it'll work if it's not working.
Oh, well, that's a new
I
one.
guess because some of the pieces get loose or something, so the cartridge isn't like tight when you put it. So if you put it upside down, like I had to put something on top of it to hold it down, but it worked.
Oh, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jackie here says, remember going through the catalog and dig earring the pages? Oh, yeah.
Dog earring.
Yes.
Yeah.
And getting it wrong here.
No.
It's past my bedtime, I guess. And circling the toy you wanted and leaving it laying around for grandma to see. Yeah. Yeah. Basically like Ralphie, man. Throwing it into magazines and stuff. And then let me see. Oh,
If you couldn't get mom and dad to buy it.
right. Yes. Oh man. No, that is awesome. These are good times. So again, thank you, Mom, so much for going above and beyond that Christmas. And again, we're always going to have this memory. I love playing this and just watching it because, see us there as kids, remember the house and stuff, the good stuff of the house, not the haunted crazy shit. But then,
it wasn't haunted at Christmas.
No, they were celebrating too. They were all having fun. They're like, yeah, Nog, we got our ghost Nog. Oh man. So before we go, and other than this, what is one of your favorite Christmas memories? Any one of you?
Mine, probably getting up in the morning, and because you were talking about like the sliding glass window that was there in the living room, going to the window and seeing like all the snow outside. I like to put my hands on the window and feel it cold, like super, super cold, and it's like really quiet. That's my favorite.
Oh, she said the word. I remember that too, man. I remember, especially because of that side deck that was there. Sometimes the snow would get like halfway up.
Super pile high, yeah.
And I remember there would be a few times where we would, we would get in trouble for doing it, but we would open and try to walk through it because we wanted to walk through the path. I don't know why it was different doing it from the inside going out. We could have just gone outside and made it there, but for whatever reason, we wanted, to do it the hard way, to do it that way. But yeah, that, oh man, I can see it now. That's a good memory. What about you, Crystal?
Mine's Christmas Eve. Whenever, I don't know if you, well, I think Nando would do it too. I don't know about you, Rich. You're probably older and you do better, but Devon and Nando used to get up really late and go into the basement because, well, that's where Mom and Dad's room were, and they had all the presents down there. But they would like have all the family's presents too, so it would like literally the basement would be filled, like the downstairs would be lined with presents. And I remember going and be like, okay, let's see how many we can count and not wake up Mom and Dad. They're like, which one is mine? Which one? Make a pile. And I then remember Mom and Dad used to put them in like giant black bags so they could hide them in trash bags so that we wouldn't be looking. But yeah, I remember going Christmas Eve at night and sneaking down there and trying not to wake Dad up. Like, which one's mine? Wait, what present's mine? That one has my name on it. That one's bigger. Sitting down, trying to stay up down there and count how many presents we had.
That is awesome. What about you, Nando?
I guess for me, it wouldn't be exactly like a specific day or anything like that or moment, but just the smell of the Christmas tree and the glow of the lights. We always have them covered completely, and we always had real trees, so just the smell of them. And then Also, feeling the presents to try to figure what they were by like weight and shape.
What is
But I always liked Christmas Eve and stuff. We would always open up a present, but then not be able to sleep forever. Waiting, waiting until you just pass out from exhaustion. Waiting for actually like for Christmas Day. So yeah,
that is excellent.
Some of my favorite times.
So before I say mine, I mean, this, of course, what I showed is one of them, but I want to read a couple that are here in the comments before we go. Excuse me. So Jackie says, if there was a fresh snow, Dad would pick us up in our pajamas and throw us in the snow. That is cool right there.
So we know the precautions you have to take when doing that, because sometimes you'll land in ice.
Oh man. Okay, I'll go ahead and I have to say what they're talking about. So there was one time I had come home and it was snowing. Our driveway always would build up like a lot of ice as well. And I remember we're all out there and we're just shoveling and shoveling and shoveling. And the snowbanks were getting pretty high. And always been a pro wrestling fan. So and I remember there was one time with our cousin Russ where Nando and I were in this field behind in the land behind where our house was, and it was just fresh snow. And I remember running towards him and he like flipped us and we're like we're flying in the air and landing in the snow. And I remember that it was like the coolest thing, like, oh man, that was awesome, the snow is soft and all this other stuff. So then fast forward to when we're shoveling and there's this big snowbank and we were throwing snowballs and everything else. Well, I picked Yvonne up and I flipped her up and I power bombed her right into the snowbank. But it wasn't like soft, it was just
it was solid.
It was solid. And I remember you just laying there. And I'm like, Bonnie, are you okay? Are you okay? And I just remember you just kind of throwing your hand up like, I'm all right. Yes, that did happen. I'm sorry. So I guess one of my favorite memories is the fact that for us, we would open a lot of presents on Christmas Eve, and they were the ones from our parents. And the next day, on Christmas Day, we would end up going to our uncle's house, and the entire family, all of our family that was there, we would go there, spend basically all day together, have dinner, and then the presents that we opened there, we were everybody opened presents that grandma gave everyone, and that was a lot of fun. Like I can see it in my head right now. There was all of us kids just all in a circle, and Granny would be there sometimes with a hat on, and she'd be handing
like the Godfather.
Right. Yeah.
Your gift.
Exactly. Like, yeah, this is yours, and it would pass it and pass it and pass it and pass it, and then we would all open at the same time. And I miss that. I miss having that big of a function where all of the family was together and doing that. We're all really close as it is anyway, but that's one of the things that I remember the most. And one of my fond memories as well is going there, all of us together, even when it was like blizzard like weather. Our asses were going to get there. I don't think we
never missed one.
Right, we were always there no matter what. And we would go and we would have a good time, and then we would come back, and then we would all be playing like video games or something afterwards. But
yeah, there'd be like 30 or 40 people there. We had a huge thing. We did like 3 turkeys. Everybody would bring a turkey.
Right.
Every Thea
would bring a turkey.
It was an excellent time. So thank you all for joining us tonight for this special Christmas edition of Open Mic Live. Thank you, Crystal and Yvonne. Thank you, Nando, for joining me. This has been good. and just sharing my siblings and some stories with all of you. Mom, if you're there still, thank you. Well, of course, she's there by you guys, but I mean, in the comments as well. We love you very much, and our dad as well. Our dad is in Michigan right now. But again, thank you all for joining us. Have a very Merry Christmas. If you are working tomorrow, Christmas Eve as well as Christmas Day, thank you so much for being there and protecting those that are in the community, as well as those that are out there in the field responding to all of these calls. You are the first responder, and you have an important job. Thank you so much for it, for what you do every single day. This broadcast has been sponsored by InDigital as well as Rapid Deploy. If you have any comments, questions, or you want to be a guest on the show, you can email us, and that's going to be wttpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter. That is @91podcast. You can like us on Facebook. That is facebook.com/Within the Trenches Podcast. This show will always be free, but if you're looking for any bonus content, you can check us out on patreon.com/WTT Podcast. And again, thank you to all the patrons, and of course, all of you who watch, listen, share, and support. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without all of you. So thank you so very much. You can watch this on Facebook, Twitter, as well as YouTube. And you can listen to the flagship show Within the Trenches podcast on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. And make sure to check us out in Discord as well. The community that we're building, all of us there, it is called The Trenches. And I can't wait to see you there. Also, check out the Be the Difference conference, and I'll see you there as well. So have a good night, everyone. Thank you
Merry Christmas.
so much.
Merry Christmas.
Yes. Merry Christmas, everyone. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.